Okay, Elks 101, September 23rd, is it? September 22nd,
22nd.
Monday, September 22nd. Rough start, getting the date wrong, 10 seconds in, but that's how it goes. Eddie, Declan, Rick here, talking all things Elks, all things CFL. Big announcement coming today at 11. I assume we're going to wrap up before that happens, so it's going to be all speculation. And then immediately when this gets posted, the announcement will drop, and we'll just have been wrong.
Yeah,
but it's, it's whatever.
Or we
It's-
could be right.
we
What is
could
it
be
gonna
right.
be, man?
Well, this is a great start to the headline segment because it is. So the exact quote, I think it was, it's going to be it's just drastic
Major.
changes, major changes.
A major announcement.
That's
Major.
another thing. I probably
Bold
shouldn't.
language.
Yeah.
I probably
Pull it
shouldn't
up,
say
pull it
this is the exact quote
no.
and then fumble around with it.
Butcher it. Take your
But
time, pull it up.
They have a word
Here's
for
the
that.
thing: my computer restarting. It's back to being a prop. He did say they will make a major announcement regarding significant changes to the game. Like I said, that coming down in about an hour and 10 minutes or so. So my first thought was with the Bills and MLSE partnership. By the way, like they
So
immediately kicked the Argos to the curb. Like they're the immediate promote. And here's the Bills also, by the way, like they had enough fanfare in that market and just in Canada in general. Like I know more Bills fans than any other NFL team. And even if they didn't, like the any NFL team is doing okay. You know what I mean? Like you didn't probably need that partnership. But as soon as it happened, it seems like it's been all Bills all the time from MLSE. And so I wonder if this is kind of an Americanization of the game in sorts, whether that be
And what does that mean?
field size.
dimensions?
No, don't get
Yeah.
rid of the field size. Don't
Well, here's what I want to
Extra
do.
down, 4 downs. What does
That's
it
another one
mean?
I was thinking. What do you guys think it is? And then
Ratio?
what would
Do they
be?
touch the ratio? No, can't.
I
for
couldn't
the
imagine.
union. No,
Oh,
not
I
even for
couldn't
the
imagine.
And again, how does whatever drastic changes come into play work within the different bodies that are
Yeah.
all under the CFL?
Right. There's a lot of
It's not like
moving
you
parts.
just come in with a sweeping change and this is it and that's it. No, there's unions
Yep.
and there's regulations. So it's
And
fellas.
it's funny you bring that up because this is something I've been thinking about. I wonder if, because this announcement is coming kind of hastily, it's randomly, like it's September 22nd. It's back end of the season, but middle of the season, just for layman's terms. It's kind of come about quickly. I wonder if, Stewart and the CFL were able to get all the entities on board they needed to that were kind of hesitant about it, and then just said, okay, we're going to run it. We're going to go with it, to not give anyone the chance to kind of like change their mind or back out or anything. Obviously, there would be some legalities that go into that, but I wonder if that's part of it. Like for you guys, what would be, first of all, what do you think it might be? And then what would be like the one or two things you would absolutely not want it to be?
I'm so caught off guard by this. Like
Yeah.
I honestly have no idea.
Came out of nowhere.
Like
It's
this
like a
is a
spanking
terrible
from your
answer.
dad when you broke the coffee pot 3 months ago and you didn't think you found
And
out.
then, yeah.
And he's like, hey, come see me when I get home from
boy,
work.
and then he whoops you.
Yeah.
And you're scarred like that too, huh?
Oh, bro, I see it. But here's the thing. I'm for sure, like, it was necessary, I think. Like, I'm for sure better for getting my ass whooped.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%. Yeah, when it comes to this announcement, fellas, big bold language, right? Like this would the word usage here
Mhm.
means everything.
Yep.
Major announcement
To the game.
changing. Yes.
Major announcement of the game.
Like wow.
That
I have no idea. I really have no idea.
when they say it like that kind of takes expansion out of it. So
Yes.
that doesn't change the game at all.
In like if we were living in a world with
changes the league a bit, but not the game.
I know that's not the case, but say we were, because on Twitter is where we're getting all the thoughts, right? You
Yep.
see the ratio, you see the rouge, you see field dimension changes. If we didn't like have all these theories floated on Twitter, like what would it even be out of nowhere? What would this announcement mean? One thing that we talk about with the CFL where they've been suffering is fan and attendance butts in the seats. Would it be something to try and improve that? But what about like blackouts, local
Yeah.
blackouts?
They used to have those.
Yeah, I know they did. But I don't know, man. I like no idea.
What
No
would
idea.
you not want it to be?
Oh,
So many things.
the Americanization of it, because I love the CFL.
Yes.
I love the NFL, and I it's okay for me to love both. I don't need to have two NFLs. It's okay for me to love the American and the Canadian game.
Rick, what about you? What do you think it might be? And then what would be something that you would just not be on board for?
Honestly, the only rule change that I'd be okay with is getting rid of the missed field goal rouge, right? So going through, like if you miss it, it goes through the end zone. No points there. But I do like the fact that if you take a knee, that you're penalized, right? The rule is there to encourage offense, to move the ball. If you're not going to do that, then there's the subtle penalty of 1 point, and I'm okay with that. Yep. But the missed field goal where you have no option in returning it, that needs to go away. Do not change anything else, I don't think. I like the 3 downs. I like the field size. With this field size, you need the extra player.
Exactly.
You just need it. Could you imagine dropping a player and keeping the field size?
Oh, jeez. Man,
that'd be a lot more running all of a sudden. So anything like that. But when they say a major change to the game, I'm a little worried. Like, just get rid of that part of the rouge. I'm cool with it, but I don't know if you make an announcement today and announce it like this. Like, I feel like they're going to do something big, and they do it in the middle of the season or the end of the season. So there's still other games and other storylines to kind of take away from the pain of what we're about to do. If you do this in the off season, all we're going to talk about is this change.
It's going to drop.
But if we do it right now, then there's still storylines, there's playoff pushes, there's other things you can put ahead of it to try and soften the blow. That's where I'm at.
And as you said, man, it's coming on the heels of this MLSE Bills announcement. Timing is everything in life. In the timing, the optics of this timing is not good.
The Bills experiment in Toronto failed. It wasn't very good.
Now, this was another point, though, that someone, I forget who we were interviewing on the Kevin Carrius show, Sports 1440 on the mornings. And this was someone out east. I forget who it was, the name, my fault. But he brought this point up. The Bills want no desire for NFL up in Toronto. No. They want to suck that Toronto market in.
For sure.
But they don't want an NFL franchise that they're now competing with up in Canada. So I don't think like the NFL is coming to Canada anytime soon. That's not what any of this is about.
No.
Because the Bills, they're just trying to draw in the fan base. They don't want to compete with another franchise. So that was very interesting in that sense. But, I mean, the timing of this announcement coming off 2 weeks, is it, fellas? With the MLSE Bills partnership merger, Doug Flutie, face of that.
Yep.
It's not pretty.
So here's some of my thoughts. Like the one thing I think, I guess it could be, is a Americanization of the game in terms of rules. It could be shortening up the field, making the field smaller, adding a 4th down, just trying to appeal to an American football hungry audience. That could be one thing. Now, with that, I think you really alienate a lot of your fan base who love the CFL. And I think you really kind of tell them, it's very similar to what the Elks franchise did here with the name change.
I'm glad you said that.
Hey, you're not important. We're changing it up.
I was going to bring that up.
But this is what comes with that. Like, if you're the CFL and you have all these fans up in arms, talking about, this isn't the CFL, this isn't what we want. The CFL would in turn kind of turn around and say, okay, well, the gate numbers ain't what they used to. The TV viewers ain't what they used to. Like sponsors ain't there the way they used to be. So there's some give and take with that. So I understand why the CFL might do it, but it also just seems so rash. Like, I don't know how long they've been planning this. I don't know how much has gone into it. It seems very rash. And I do think that would be a short-sighted move, because if you try and appeal the CFL to a young fan base and sell them on the Canadian aspects of the CFL, I think that has far more longevity, like infinitely more longevity than trying to sell a watered down Americanized version to Americans who, by the way, are always going to have the NFL up here and the CFL down here. You know what I mean?
It's been proven by history.
Right, of course. The other thing I could see that I really wouldn't like is making it kind of a feeder organization for the NFL, which I would hate because I think it would really delegitimize what the CFL is and the talent they have up here. Like the CFL is, I think, by a lot of people already kind of thought of as
It already is
kind of thought of as, yeah, but it's like
a pipeline,
right? But it's still its own league. Like if it all of a sudden becomes the AHL to the NFL's NHL,
that's no good.
It's not good.
No, having that independence, individuality.
Yes,
right.
Absolutely. Now, if I'm being hopeful about things, I wouldn't mind just seeing a few minor tweaks and a few rule changes. I'm 100% with Rick. I hate the Rouge after a missed field goal. I love the Rouge. I think the Rouge makes the sport unique. I think it makes the league unique, but I hate the Rouge after a missed field goal.
Who won a game like that last year? Was it Edmonton?
It might have been.
There was a team that won one in Toronto. It was
against Saskatchewan.
Was it against Saskatchewan?
It was against Saskatchewan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forget.
I wouldn't. I like 3-down football. I wouldn't be overly mad at a 4th down. I wouldn't
really.
I honestly wouldn't be mad at it. Why? I just think it.
What does that bring to the table?
Here's the other. I think if you add a 4th down, I think you would also have to get the defensive line to line up right on the ball.
Oh, for sure.
Right,
for sure.
But I do like the idea of kind of. I just think sometimes 2 and outs are a little too quick with position group changes.
Now you add that 4th down, then of course you change the line of scrimmage, but then it completely changes the last 3 minutes, the most exciting 3 minutes of CFL ball game.
Yep, that's true.
If you do rule changes, I think that's the first step to becoming the feeder league for the NFL. If you change the field size, if you go to 4 downs, you do something like that, I think that's the very first step to becoming the AHL of the NFL, and I do not like that.
I get what you're saying. I agree. I just think if done correctly, there could be minor tweaks that would keep the CFL. 4 downs, maybe not in that conversation. I give you guys that, but there could be minor tweaks that keep the CFL, but just improve the. Because here's the other thing: I don't think it's a bad thing to always be looking to improve the game, but growing the game. This is what it comes back to. This is what I said earlier. Growing the game shouldn't be trying to Americanize it for an American audience who's never going to care about it. Growing the game should be for a younger Canadian generation, selling them on this is our league and this is how good the league is. You know what I'm saying?
I do feel you. And just going back to the original statement here, I think the reaction that is being shown, especially online, to this statement, part of this is because it's been pretty radio silence from the commish all season.
Yeah, he had
his initial little tour where, he introed himself to each market, for the first 2 weeks of the season. Other than that, we haven't heard or seen commish at all until now with this big, bold statement.
And here he comes.
So, and he's very interesting.
He's kind of doing it too. Like I saw someone on Twitter say, this has some serious, we need to talk vibes. And it kind of does. Like he's kind of, obviously nothing's really come out yet other than Stewart saying he's making a major announcement with significant changes, but that seems pretty harsh. Like it seems a little bit like as a fan, it almost feels like he's coming at us saying like, we haven't been doing our jobs. And because of that, we're going to be changing things.
Yeah. And like I mentioned to Rick too, just off air here, the commissioner, like everybody has a boss. Yep. And he is just the figurehead. He is the face of the league. He gets to have his autograph, his signature on the ball. But at the end of the day, he's answering to a board of governors who is deriving and directing him and showing him where to go. And they're coming up with the plan. They're curating things. He's just the one going out, parading it around in front of the media, the mics, and the fan bases. So as much as people want to look and come down on the commission, he's answering to his bosses right now. This isn't his total plan. So it shows a direction of where the hierarchy, the higher ups in the league want to take this league.
Yeah, that's a really fair point. My ideal situation is just 10th team. That's best case scenario. We're just getting a 10th team.
That wouldn't change the game.
We're putting them out. Yeah, I agree, Rick. Like
that's where I was going too. But when you look at the wording,
I agree.
The game.
That's my optimistic outlook too.
I agree, Rick. I think you're 100% right. I don't think that's going to be the announcement at all. But that would just be my ideal situation.
My ideal one is take the quarterbacks off the salary cap. Have a salary cap just for quarterbacks. This league is
that's kind of fun.
This league is such a quarterback league. Spend more money on your quarterback,
or get rid of the coaches cap even. What if
Sure.
it's stuff like that? Like that
Yeah.
coaches cap that was implemented 5 years ago because Chris Jones had 50 coaches under one salary or a understaff.
Mhm.
Like, man, imagine if it was that would be very beneficial because we know that's hampered the league because quality coach is hard to find, and then the time that they have to spend with
Yeah.
these athletes is very limited, and you see some poor choppy play as a result of poor coaching.
What if we're overthinking this and we're thinking about the Americanization of it, and the announcement really is just about the ratio, and all of a sudden it's going from 21 nationals on a roster to like 30 out of 44.
Explain the ratio to everybody.
So essentially you have 45 to a roster, you have 21 who have to be nationals, 19 who have to be Americans. You have 3 quarterbacks who don't have to have a designation, and you have to have a minimum of 1 global player for the total roster size of 45. Then you also have to have your 8 Canadian starters on either side of the ball as well.
On both sides, 8 defense, 8 offense,
8 total.
8 total. So 4 and 4, 5 and 3, whatever.
However you want to break it down.
And one of your starters can be a designated American. One of your national starters can be a designated American. And a designated American is someone who's been in the CFL for 5 years or with their team for 3. But right now, so it's 21, 19, 3 quarterbacks, no designation, and minimum of 1 global player. What if they say, we're really making this Canadian? Now it's going from 21 nationals to like 30.
See,
and you have a quarterback designation or something.
And honestly,
that would be keeping it Canadian as fuck.
Yeah, man. And it's a lot of doom and gloom online, but really that's based off like Rod Peterson. He put out a tweet saying, "I'm seeing the Americanization of."
That's
hearing it.
That's definitely embedded in my mind. Yeah,
like
so, they just do that. They get clicks then, right?
Man,
that's how they get paid. They get clicks.
Nobody knows.
No.
He knows as much as we know.
Yeah.
There's nothing been released yet. How are we going? How is everyone so tight-lipped right now?
No 3-down nation. Justin Dunk, the most plugged-in guys who typically would leak something. Nothing. Radio silence. So nobody knows anything.
Yeah, or they're just everyone's keeping their mouth shut.
So we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know, man. At the end of the day, I love the CFL. I love my CFL. I'm all for making something better. I'm all for making something better and improving something, but I don't want this to be the AHL of the NFL. No, and I think that's unsustainable as well.
Down though, but that's such a
that's
slippery slope.
It's a step in that direction, man.
So much that changes, like I said, the last 3 minutes of games and halves.
Yep.
That changes the line of scrimmage, like you said, like that. It really, it's a big change, man. Yep. And then with the play clock, and now do you do 4 downs with the 20-second play clock? Like,
yeah, see,
there's a lot that would
ball game.
Yeah, you're going right to American. You're going to NFL light.
This is straight up
not
NFL
do that.
now.
I hear you guys. Get off my dick about it. You guys be right.
Get off my dick.
Is there anything else we want to do? Like it's obviously so tough because we don't know what the announcement's going to be. We gotta wait for an hour.
Yeah, I'm ready to see it. I'm tired.
Sit back and wait. Yeah,
exactly. I want to sit back and wait.
All right. Well, in that case, let's move on. That one kind of covered the around the league segment.
That's as big as
you know what? Let's jump back a little bit. What'd you guys do this weekend? Let's have a fun chat here. What did we all get up to? How were our bets this weekend?
You guys ever been to the Millwoods wave pool?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's been a few years, but hell yeah.
I've been taking on Friday nights, past few Friday nights. I got this thing where they open it up from 7 to 10 p.m. And it's a little late for my kids. I'm pretty strict with the bedtime routine.
Yeah.
My boy's 8, my daughter's about to be 6. So like come 8 o'clock, it's normally lights out type deal. But I've been taking them swimming at like 8 p.m. and just hitting the wave pool for like an hour. So it's been fun bonding time, but then they just get cashed and a snack on the way home. And
then it's lights out real fast.
Lights out, good exercise, a little change up in the routine. They've been loving it. So I did that and just pretty good low-key weekend, man. For the most part.
What about you, Rick? What'd you get up to?
My weekends are a lot of work, and then watch whatever's on TV on sports. College ball during Saturdays, watch some Blue Jays, watch some NFL, a little bit of everything.
College ball during Saturdays is the best, bro. You wake up at like 10 a.m. and you watch it until 10 p.m.
I see. I love Sundays more.
Sundays, this is the thing. I obviously love the NFL. Like the NFL owns Sundays, but there's something to be said about college ball on a Saturday, and it's like
Saturday at 5.
Saturday.
I know what you mean.
Saturday at 5:30 was perfect. We had the S game on, you had the Blue Jays game on, and then you had Gators. You had Gators and Canes on. You had 3 TVs, a little swirly, a little chair that turns. That's all you need.
Yeah, the Illinois-Indiana game was on that time as well, where Illinois was 6.5 point dogs, and I bet them in every parlay, and they lost by 53.
See ya.
Still ranked in
Every
the top.
parlay.
Still ranked in the top 25 this week. Do you guys follow NCAA football much? Yeah, because there was so much talk coming into the season about who's going to be the Indiana of this year, and like Illinois was a team that had a great shout. A lot of people thought they were only going to lose that Ohio State game later in the season. Nebraska was a team that got shouts as well. The Indiana from last year might just be Indiana again. Like they just hung 63 on a top 10 team. Now Illinois was probably overranked, but shout out Kirk Cignetti, man. Like he has done, bro. Going to Indiana for football and turning them into like a competent, like consistent top 10 team. That's insane.
Yeah, it is.
That's
insane,
tough
actually.
to do.
And it was
That's tough to do.
A lot of it actually is funny enough on the shoulders of Curtis Rourke.
Oh yeah,
just the success that he had.
100%
from where was it? Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He was a Bobcat. Yeah. Whew, man, I love football. But there's no. As I get a little older, the Saturday one, because it's like what it would be is like you just drink all day and you go like party with your friends. As you get a little older,
it changes.
You're like, ooh, it's not. Maybe I should, like mix in a water here. It's like,
see, man, Sundays for me. There's something about Sunday. Like again, that 5 o'clock hour.
Yeah,
I'm like meal prepping, getting supper ready for the family. I got the iPad going. I got the highlights, Football Night in America going.
Yeah, on the background.
And I got the game coming up, especially like a good night game. Like that's the best nostalgic feeling for me, man.
I would imagine you're pretty good at like you're obviously a family guy, and you're pretty good at like making family the priority as it should be. But is your wife ever like, hey man, like turn off the football? She is, hey,
for sure.
All right. Like, babe, it's work.
Talking about your girl too.
Yeah, man. It's like it's funny because we've been dating for a little while now, and once again on Sunday I had to explain to her that yes, after football all day Saturday there is football all day Sunday.
It's different though. It's different. It's college ball, pro ball. Hey, listen, I work in sports media. I gotta watch it all. This is work.
That's the other
homework.
Sport media, so
that's the other thing that like people still kind of like roll their eyes at me for. Like when I tell them like no, like I gotta watch the games. Like they always kind of just think like get the fuck out of here. Like
it's a real thing.
But it's a real 100%.
It's a real thing,
dude. Yeah, like going into because LT's gone today, just got married. Shout out LT, we love you. But going in today, like it's just gonna be me. And if I hadn't watched anything, like could you imagine?
How I couldn't, man.
Right?
Like the prep, you need to be over prepped.
Yeah,
there's a lot of talking. There's a lot of air to fill, man.
Yeah. And I don't know. I don't know if an Eddie Steele and Rick beside me to help me fill air time.
Man,
I got a computer that does so no text line basically. Like we just
you,
just all up here.
Who else would be there?
Me and Josh. And our intern Sam.
Yeah, Sam. I am
Sam, the record man. So
it'll be good.
Yeah. All right. Do we want to get to a little Rick's rants? You got something for us, Rick?
Well, I got one.
We kind of combined headlines and around the league, so I think it's safe to say we're.
I got one other thing before we jump there. We got to just touch back on Winnipeg winning a football game with their quarterback going 3 of 8 passing.
Bro, how bad do you have to be if you're Ottawa for that to happen?
3 of 8 passing. That's terrible, Deck. And I'm on the record saying, with Strevler at the helm, Winnipeg's not going to win another game. Look, color me wrong because they won, but come on, 3 of 8.
Yeah,
fairly accurate assessment with the quarterback position.
I don't know how, and he did some great things for them 6 years ago.
And O'Shea's standing on that business.
My goodness, is he ever? Like you ask him about anything.
Sheesh.
You ask him about the performance, and he brings up 2019. Like, yeah, check the clock. It's 2025. But I don't know how you're. Like you got to just be there as a vibes guy. Like I don't know how you're still in the league 6 years later after your, like one of your best seasons with stat lines and performances like this. Like you have to just be the best. He has to be the best guy of all time in the locker room. He has to be Corey Perry times 1,000.
So go ahead, Rick.
I was gonna say if there was 2 receptions in 1 quarter, that means there was 2 quarters with 0 receptions.
Yeah, I think he had 1 completion in the first half.
That is shocking. And I get
in the CFL.
You can run the ball, but
it's the CFL.
My goodness, yeah.
So oh shoot, I forgot what I was gonna say. All good.
Rick,
I got nothing.
Want to hit us with a little Rick?
Oh, you want my rant now?
Yeah, okay, you going at the shopping?
it might feel the same way. If you're first of all, traffic's terrible, right? Construction's terrible. It makes everything worse. If you're first in line, and that light goes green, just start going. I know it's something very simple. It seems fucking kind of dumb,
Doesn't
but
green mean go?
green means go. Just start going. Pay attention. I think goes great. You've got the whole line behind you waiting on you. The last thing we want to do is keep on waiting. Get the hell out of the way. Just keep moving.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from because like I think I can speak to this well. I'm a little younger than you guys. I grew up like phone generation. So like that phone pretty much lives in my hands. So red light, like I'm checking
gotta pull it up.
TikTok,
Yeah.
I'm checking Twitter.
Yeah, as much as
Like,
you can.
oh, buddy, of course. Like if the screen time's not at 16 hours a day, like check your age. But so I get what Rick's saying because there have been times, and I'm actually probably one of the better ones for it. I'm not actually on my phone that much, but I'll get honked and like and then I'll think like someone who's like a senior citizen, like they would never. Now they're a much worse driver than I am. Retake your license, but they at that green light they'd be going.
Yeah.
So I get where Rick's coming from.
Yeah,
Just keep the line moving.
for sure.
I get where Rick's coming from.
I'm quick to give that honk. too.
Another, yeah. Dude, I'll honk in other people's cars. Like I'll be in the passenger seat and reach over, and, like, honk. And they'll be like, "Dude, you can't do that."
I like that. I've
Have
done
you
it
ever? Have
before.
you ever? Have you guys ever had like a crazy road rage incident?
Not where it's actually gone beyond, but yeah, I've had some incidents.
I used to be so bad at it. Like I used to be the worst.
Have you ever like
road
gotten
rager.
out and gotten
Yeah,
into
twice.
a confrontation?
Twice.
Yeah.
Yep. One time, yeah, twice, both at red lights. One time, I got out of my car and like it was both kind of similar situations. Like one guy just cut me off really, really badly. The other guy cut me off merging. And at red lights, I got out of my car both times. And one time, I went and like knocked on this guy's window. Like was knocking on it. And it was like him and his girlfriend, I assume. And they were both just sitting there and they kept looking straight ahead. Like they didn't look at me. And I was like knocking on the window. I was like, get out.
Yeah.
And I was so pissed. I was cut off. So, and it's also both times where it was those things. The first one, especially, this one, especially, it was like worst day ever. You know what I mean? And this was just like
Set
on
you
top
off.
of it. And I was like, I was like knocking. I was like, get out, like telling him. And him and his girlfriend just kept looking forward, didn't acknowledge me. They made the right, like that's the better thing. They handled it better than I did.
Well,
And then I eventually just walked. And then the other time I did it, the other time it's not. I tried to get out, but as I was like getting out of my car, walking to his car, the light turned green and he just went. So I didn't have a chance to like go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
It's bad
wild
though.
too.
It's dumb.
Yeah. You're way smarter than that.
Yeah, I know
You
that
know?
was so. I wouldn't do that
That's
now.
not-
Like
no,
it's
that
so
ain't you.
stupid. Yeah.
You're smarter than that.
Yeah.
People are silly out there, man.
Yeah, it's terrible.
People are silly. People are loose, boy.
Oh my
nowadays.
god, dude, 100%. Like, dude, what if one of those guys? First of all, what if they could just kick my ass? Period. There's
Yeah.
that. But what if they had like?
Just quick poking you or something.
That's
man.
what I'm
People
saying.
are so
What if they had a
loose.
gun?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what was? Yeah, because I wouldn't do that now. And I also think like inverse. Like, if I was in my car and someone came like knocking on my window, I'd be like, ugh, like shit. Like,
Yeah, this is that.
It is looking straightforward. Straightforward. Pretend he's not there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was so stupid. But yeah, like some of the road, you see like videos of some of these road
it's
rage
crazy.
incidents,
Man.
and it's
Some
like
of these videos.
it's ridiculous. Have you ever had a really bad one, Rick?
No, I don't think so. But it is funny that like you put somebody behind a wheel or somehow in the side of a car, and right away like their anger, like whatever keeps them from getting angry outside the vehicle, kind of goes away. And as soon as you're in that car, you say different things. You go 0 to 100 way quicker. It really makes no sense, but it is funny because I think it's almost everybody.
For the most
Yeah,
part.
it is a weird one. And it's also, what was I going to say? I had another thing about.
Like, yeah, you're right though. Like getting cut off, even like you take it personally.
That's the thing,
Like,
because
like you get upset about it.
It's true. This person did it on purpose to me.
Yeah,
Like, they've been hunting me down for the last 7 minutes. I can feel it.
Ah.
Came up, cut me off on
And-
purpose.
and then
That's
you just wanna
exactly
do
What is
something
it? What
about
did I
so
do?
bad.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. Because there'll be times where someone like cuts you off or like almost sideswipes you or whatever. And it's like an accident and they like own it. And they'll be like, hey, like my bad, like my fault. Like I've done that where I'm
For
always
sure,
quick
for
to
sure. Yeah.
But it's the people who don't, because that was these situations. Like they don't acknowledge it. They just act like everything's like fine and dandy. And like they were not at fault in the slightest. I'm sitting here thinking like you almost made me go into an accident. Like what if I went like head first into the shoulder?
Man, I was at a McDonald's. This was the McDonald's over in Oliver. What's it named now? Oliver Square? No, but what's it named?
Oh,
They renamed it.
Unity
But
Square.
the
I
one
think.
over there by the
Yeah.
Staples and everything, you know that one?
Yep.
Close to my place.
Yeah. So I used to live right over there too. So it was 2014 and I was getting brekkie one morning. I was playing. So getting brekkie on my way to the stadium at that McDonald's. And at that McDonald's, you know, and how like the parking lot, how you'll leave some space to let traffic go through.
Yeah.
And I did that. And there's this, he was a gangster looking guy rolling up, and he had his little Infinity that was all tinted out and whatnot. Cuts me off in the morning. And then as he's cutting me off, he just puts his finger out the window, just like didn't look at me, just held it like this.
Yeah.
Like didn't even acknowledge me, didn't just held it like that. And I was like livid, man. Didn't do anything because again, like you don't know. And like I got way more to lose than
well, yeah, you've got that logo above your head right now. You're representing the time,
real,
right?
literally,
100%.
So, and I had like the outfit on, you know, tracksuit and stuff, going to practice in the morning. First thing, it was like 7:30 in the morning. It's like wow, man. And you get thinking like clearly, like they got to be in a way different headspace to be acting like that first thing in the morning. Then I need to be worried about messing with them.
Yeah, it's like you just got to let them. Do
like
their,
just roll by me. Didn't even turn his head. Just like took the space and just gave me the finger. It was next level, man. It's like you don't know who I am.
Yeah.
Like
Can't wait till you get out of the car.
For real.
Like, I did not expect you to be that big. Sorry, dude.
But people who do moves like that, you know, typically are the ones who are packing, who are got something on them. So
because they know they know they can act a fool a little bit. Yeah.
Or they're just the ones who didn't get punched when they were younger, didn't learn the lesson the way you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Right? When you're 14, 13, 12, you say something stupid, you get a little fat lip. Yeah, that lasts for the rest of your life.
Got to get your ass whooped here and there. You got to. It's a part of life.
The worst though, the absolute worst with drivers, then we can get off this one, is the people who need to make a lane change, but they hold up the entire lane while they're trying to get in. Like for example, if like this is how long each lanes are, and they're like right here, they just stop traffic here to
they won't creep.
That is the number one thing.
They won't zipper the right way. They'll stop trying to get in.
That is the number one thing that makes me go like you do not. This is a PSA to everyone. You do not get to hold up traffic because you messed up where you're supposed to be on the road or didn't know where you're supposed to go. It makes me so upset. I'm getting fired up thinking about it right now.
That's your PSA. My last little PSA. Waves go a long way.
Oh,
quick
dude,
quick little
fixes
goes a
everything.
long way, man. Goes a
dude,
long
that's like
way.
one of my biggest pet peeves as well. A lot of it's car related, apparently. But people who don't wave when I let them in.
Yeah, I know.
Do you guys ever have those thoughts where you're like, what if I just
put my car right there?
Yeah.
You're sick, eh? Yeah. You're twisted, Deck. Just like,
or you could be angry and then you see the hand go up. And then you go from 100 back down to 0 again. All right, fair enough. No, we're good now.
I'm big. I'll pop the sunroof open. Pop the little hand up.
So you got to make sure they see that thing, right? Yeah. Thanks, guys.
If I'm like side by side with them after I know I've like messed up, I'll always do that.
See, that's a good one. Yeah.
Give the chest pat. People resonate with the chest pat. They're like, okay, this guy's he's sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do we want to get to Steele's reels?
Yeah. We got a couple loaded up.
All right, what do we got here?
This week we're able to access some outside footage, so I got a couple of.
We'll start off with. Let's start off with the punt return.
Leaks punt return, big return. Let's first of all check out this catch, Deck. I know you will have great respect for this.
Yeah,
look at that. Like running backwards, probably about 15, upwards of 20 yards, catching it over your shoulder. I thought he would have been out.
Yeah, I thought he had another gear there, man.
That's 38 or whatever it is. Good angle. Runs like a robot, but good angle.
Yeah, that's a really tough punt to field. Most guys there, like they're just backpedaling, taking it off the bounce
over the head like that. Coach would tell guys to let it go, but Leak is so special. And then look at the blocking he gets here. The initial 3 blocks. That's some solid special teams play by the white jerseys. Block, boom, good block.
Right on the
boom, boom.
Yep.
2, and then that allows him to cut across the field because there's 3 solid blocks. So great coaching. This is all effort. That's a heck of a play. If you really want to talk about 38 for Hamilton, that's a good angle. But look how much Leak has to run just to get there. This was on paper, statistically, a 44-yard return. He ran over 100 yards on this play.
You start going side to side in the CFL. It's a long run.
So, but what that does is this flips the field. This is a huge return. He catches the ball at the 20.
Down to the 15.
The field all the way, down to the 15 with momentum. All the way up past midfield. That's huge. Yep. And the way he did it, too. Not a traditional just catch and run.
And that angle from Hill there, that's the angle from a guy who is a special teamer, who's trying to stay on the roster, who's doing nothing but watching film, learning how to be better on special teams. I know this isn't Cats Nation, but just giving him a shout out for that.
Hey,
he played it really well. He played it really well.
You got to.
All right, now we got the ranking
stuff here.
We got the ranking touchdown from.
Yeah, and we talked about the rank touchdown and Elk Central, but again, just want to highlight the offensive lineman, the athleticism, getting out in space. Carter O'Donnell, first game up, starting at right guard. And here
64.
Look at him. He comes fast too, hey fellas. Like,
Yo, if you're number one there and you've got that guy coming down, and you're like, this is gonna suck.
Dude, there was nothing worse than being blocked by an O lineman.
He's twice his size, man.
You could see that DB didn't want any of that contact.
It makes sense.
And then DB with the speed.
DBs don't want contact from receivers, bro. You think they want him from a
big
right
dude.
guard?
Yeah. Good speed by rank.
Yeah.
I mean, biggest play of the game for the offense.
Yeah,
and we talked
100%.
about Cody's numbers. He had 280 passing, take away the 70-yard play. Things are a little bit different. So you can see how one play can skew things.
They tried to run another screen later in the game to Javon Leake, a similar play, and just recreate that magic when I think things were a little bit stagnant. And it obviously wasn't a 72-yard touchdown, but it was, they found some success with it. But
the bad thing about this screen for the Hamilton D is like that had happened at a time when it should never happen. You should be expecting the screen 2nd and 20 plus, deep backed up. Like, and they were 3 down linemen, so you got 9 linebackers, DB personnel back there. That should never happen. But again, you see that Carter O'Donnell, he sprung it.
That screen, he did. It was a great play by Carter O'Donnell. That screen play is not supposed to go for a first down. That is supposed to get you a few more yards.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's what Jordan Maximic's thinking and hoping. He's hoping for 7.
Yeah,
you're not 70.
Yeah. Those situations, a screen or a draw. Just get a few more yards.
You're just trying to chew up some yards, so you're not punting from the goal line.
Exactly. That's all it's about. But Justin had other plans. Yeah.
Get me later.
Okay. Do we want to look ahead to the Saskatchewan game? So I'm taking my dad to this game.
Oh,
got
nice.
Got him tickets for Father's Day back in June. It's a great question. Section, I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. I'll find the tickets later.
You'll be in the house.
Yeah, I'll be in the house. I'll
cheering for
the shield of the CFL. Journalistic objectivity.
You're doing the Rob Lowe thing. You're gonna wear a CFL hat.
By the way, I would love that Rob Lowe NFL hat. I would, I would love a CFL hat. Just a hat with the shield.
Yeah,
that would go so hard. I'll be cheering for the league. I will be cheering for journalistic integrity. I will be cheering for the West.
Everyone have fun.
Yeah.
Who's your dad cheering for?
He'll be cheering for Saskatchewan. Sure. He's a Sass boy.
Daddy's footsteps.
He's a Sass boy. I think I'll give him, because I don't think he's a jersey. I think I'll give him my jersey. Because I can't be repping anybody.
Savage if you were repping them.
I'm going all black. I might wear a suit and tie.
What if just Decky just fanned out? He wore the green jersey and accidentally he filmed himself doing a live vid for ElksNation.
Yeah.
Forgot he had the jersey on.
Well, I've thought about that. Like if I was to wear any Saskatchewan related apparel, just like making contact with like any of the Elks like media people or like Coach Killam or something. Not that like Coach Killam would be a stretch.
Funny,
and they're just like it's like the meme from Dark Knight Rises where Michael Caine and no wait, what's the meme of the two guys like looking at each other?
The Spider-Man one?
No, there's like a better one. It's like two people making eye contact. I don't know. Someone out there will get. Someone out there will know what I'm talking about. It's not that one because that one they're like in agreement. This is one where it's like two people who aren't supposed to be in a situation looking at each other.
Yeah.
Pat might know it. If Pat was here, he might know it.
Funny,
He's of the age demo, but
around.
Yeah. So I think I'm just gonna go, suit and tie, all black.
Yeah.
Journalistic integrity, Big J Journal.
Okay, but 28 plus.
So I hear 30, right?
Right.
I hear they're aiming for 30. The wins these last 2 weeks would have done great.
Wonders.
Saskatchewan travels well, better than any team in the CFL. So you're going to get that. There's probably a little bit of an aspect of Saskatchewan fans being extra happy here because they're dancing on your grave a little bit, and they probably think this is. Maybe they don't think it's a win that's in the bag, but like if this Edmonton is 7-7 and they're rolling and they're down. Yeah, exactly. Like there's going to be an element of that from the fans. Elks faithful, I think, are going to show up because I think
That's what they do.
Yeah, that's what they do. And I think this is, even if this season is lost and this isn't a playoff season for the Elks, I think the fans know and realize that what is being built here is the foundation you want and need for seasons to come. So I think Elks fans know that. The game against Calgary was raucous. The fans were out. It was a fun environment. Like, my mom went. My mom's not a football fan, but she went. She was telling, like, she had a great time. Like, loved the environment, loved watching the game. I think there are similar people in that, because you don't go from 12K to 27,000 without getting a few people who aren't really football fans, but just want to check out what it's all about. I think there were a lot of people in that boat who loved what they came to saw. They loved the game day experience. They saw how good the product on the field was. So I do think that'll carry over as well. And like I said, yeah, Saskatchewan, best traveling fans in the league. So I think 28 to 30,000 should be the expectation for this one. I hope it's the expectation moving forward. Again, you got to put up more W's than L's to make that happen, but I hope that's the expectation. So listen, if you're the Elks, you're not mathematically out of it. We're all sitting here talking about it's over because it's over.
Yeah, it's over.
It's over. But that it's still entertainment. It's still a chance to have a great Saturday night.
You can kill their party.
Play spoiler. Elks fans would love to play spoiler against Saskatchewan. My goodness, are you kidding me? But football in the fall. Great environment, Saturday night,
nice weather,
fun with
it.
Nice
we talked
weather.
About the foundation, and you can add more bricks to solidify that foundation to end the year.
Yes,
heading into next year,
yep.
Brick by brick, win by win, good. Just competing, showing up.
Yep.
Don't come out flat. Be a team that's in games. You've lost 2 back-to-back by field goals. Now come home, 4 against the West. Continue to show out and have good competing performances at the bare minimum.
Yeah, if you want a good attendance next year, you need to finish these last 4 games properly. And they need to be effort. They need to be excitement.
Tight.
They need to give the fans something to cheer about. I do believe the fans understand that this team has kind of turned a corner, and we aren't where we were a couple of years ago. And I know this is still a non-playoff season, most likely, but it's a different version of one. And I think we are right now building towards the future and building towards next year. Let's go out. Let's show up Saturday night. Let's show up for, I don't know how many of the last ones are home games, but let's show up. And it's all about what we can do for next year now.
And here's the other thing. Like, you still could finish this season 9-9 on a 4-game win streak. Yep. And by the way, like, we don't fucking know. Like, 9-9 might get you into the playoffs.
Good.
Now, based on what we've seen, I think we're pretty safe in saying
they've only won 1 against the West.
Yeah.
But again, like Rick, tease us leading into next year.
Every player out there,
all on that edge.
You got players out there that want to have a job next year, right?
That's exactly what
this is when they got to show up right now.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, if you do finish 9-9 with a 4-game win streak against the West to finish the season, oh my goodness, does that carry over to next season? Like, boy, does that ever carry over to
Saskatchewan lost their last game, don't forget. All right, Montreal.
Yeah. 48 points against the invincible MBT.
What was the name of that defensive back?
Exume.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe get that down to the boys there at Commonwealth.
Oh boy. Dress him, please.
Yeah.
Keep his ass on the fucking bench, bro.
Hit an upper and a lower, bro.
You know what? I'm actually running low, and I'm not. I gotta go right to the studio after this, so I'm not gonna have a chance to stop and pick any up. So I gotta really ration them. It's a great question. I got 5 left.
If I said, "Come on, Deck, let me get one," would you
I'd give you one because I'm that kind of guy. But I'd be like, really?
No.
All right. Listen, I'm always happy to give. You don't pack pouches. You only pack things. What else here? Like, keys to the game. I mean, the keys to the game throughout the majority of the season are pretty obvious. Like, this is gonna sound like the most boneheaded, dumbass answer ever, but when Justin Rankin plays well, gets like 18 to 22 touches, has like 160 total yards, and your defense plays well or semi-competent, you win. Now, I know that's a little bit of a Captain Obvious answer, but it kind of has been the story for the Elks this season. Like, the games they've lost, Justin Rankin has had a stat line that's been less than desirable. Obviously, some of the earlier games in the season, the defense was Swiss cheese. Like, them boys was just getting tore up. Forget about it. But generally speaking, like, the games they've won, Justin Rankin's been the catalyst offensively, and the defense has played well. And if they haven't even played well, they've kept you in it enough.
Yep.
Like they've done their part. So those are really the keys to the game. Like Saskatchewan is not some unbeatable monster. You lost by 3 to them the last time you played in Saskatchewan, and it was Cody's first start when he was quote unquote battling for a spot in practice. And like I said, Saskatchewan just got nearly 50 burgered by Montreal. You know what I mean? So like, it's not like there's some unbeatable monster. If you do what you can do, if you compete in the lines of scrimmage, you can certainly be there and you can certainly win this game.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. Like, go out there, do your thing. This team, they know what they have to do. We know what's kind of affected us the whole season. What's kind of been the reason why we have the record we have. You need your offensive line to be their A game, right? They really can't have a less than A game against Saskatchewan. Your defense, I do believe your defense is playing much better now. You got guys out there making actual plays. You know, we're not counting our interceptions on one hand right now. So that was pretty big for me. We've won the turnover battle the last 2 games. What more can you ask from your defense? Defense got to keep doing its thing, and offense, they need to find a way to be more consistent. And I think we do need a little more spiciness in the play calling for the offense.
And here's the other thing. We're sitting here talking about how the season's over for Edmonton.
It's not over because there's still a lot of things you can do in the last 4 games.
And here's the other thing, because that's a great point as well. And my point was like, we're sitting here talking about how it's over. I think a lot of people in the league are kind of not really thinking about Edmonton as a playoff team. In that locker room, they know they're not mathematically eliminated. They know if they rattle off 4 in a row and get to 9-9, we don't know how the rest of the league's gonna like. That locker room is not.
They're
quit.
playing hungry.
They're playing hungry. It's still there for them, and as they should be playing. Mathematically, it's not over. So they're gonna come out hungry. They're gonna come out with that dog mentality. I totally get that. Like, we sit here and it's a little doom and gloom, and I'm sure it's doom and gloom in the locker room to a degree, but they're not quitting. They're not thinking it's over. They're not putting the stamp on it the way we've maybe done.
Yeah.
So they're gonna come out and try and win that fucking ball game. Win 3 more after that, then see what happens if you're sitting there at 9-9.
One at a time. That's all you can do.
Yep. 100%. Okay, let's get to a little hot seat of the week. I got an obvious one for this one, and I'm putting on my serious hat because we've had a lot of fun today. But Coach Killam, after last game's questionable decisions, obviously without with not taking the time out at the end of the first half there, and then punting it on 3rd and 2, 1:46 left when you should have, when the season feels like it's on the line and when you need to be playing for wins. And by the way, when it feels like you should have at least 2 or 3, if not 4 or 5 go-to plays in that situation to get 2 yards. Like, you have Eddie, they have plays in the playbook for that situation.
Trust his guys, man.
Yeah,
trust his guys.
So some of the decisions, and I've liked what he's done this year, and I like that he's been a part of this, new foundation piece as well. And he's a leader of men, and he rides for his guys, and he cares. And I do think he's a good coach, but that was not his finest hour. And we talked about last, the Hamilton game, and like you're playing for the season. If you were playing for the season then, like, you're really, really playing for the season now. We can't have those conservative, decisions. Like, we need to be all in and going for it, and we need to be playing for wins and playing hard. Because if you lose by 1 or if you lose by 40, it doesn't fucking matter, because it's a loss. You have to be playing for wins. You have to be playing aggressive. You have to be throwing, I don't want to say caution to the wind a little bit, because you obviously still want to play, you within a game plan, and you want to play smart, but there needs to be, you can't be not taking timeouts with 8 seconds with a chance to go into the end zone. You can't be punting the ball away with 1:46 left on 3rd and 2 to a quarterback. Like, again, Trevor Harris isn't Bo Levi Mitchell in terms of talent, but I certainly wouldn't want to punt the ball to Trevor Harris with 1:46 left if he has to come and get us into field goal range either.
When they were punting, Bo Levi was going to score those points.
Of course, I knew it 100%.
You can't do that. Egregious.
Really, really poor.
Yeah, mistrust in his guys.
And Jake Julian got a bomb of a leg. Don't get me wrong, but still,
that's not what this is about.
100%.
It's about being the closer.
Yep.
It's about letting him hang. I'm with you. I'm going to be, in terms of my hot seat, I'm going to be exactly with you. Slash O-line continuously. That O-line, I'm riding with you, Rick. Like, this team ranking success It's all dependent on the O-line.
Cody's
and how they
success.
show up. Cody's success. It's all dependent on that O-line. And they've been very hit or miss this year. Even though, Rank busted off a 70-yard screen. Carter O'Donnell, great block. But Rank's rushing statistics weren't that
was
great.
one
What was it?
10 for 41.
Yeah. So again, the onus is going to be on those big dogs up front. They got to continuously be better.
Also, the scoreline in that one, like it wasn't. There's some games where the score sort of hand you have to abandon the running game. It wasn't like that.
No,
in this
not
one,
at all.
so, yeah.
You can sprinkle in a little Max Simic too, though, because I think you need to, like the play calling at the very end there was very plain Jane. It was very easy to stop. You need to get a little creativity in the game plan. So I think we're talking coach, OC, offensive line. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, it sounds a little harsh, but like when you're 5 and 9, it's
not
you know,
harsh.
It's the reality.
a few people on the hot seat.
Yeah, it is what it is.
And Edmonton does kind of have the luxury, I guess, of like, listen, this isn't like, a Bob Dice situation.
It's a warm seat.
You know what I mean? Yeah, because
it's not
like,
even a warm seat.
it's not even warm.
No,
Yeah, it's not even warm because they're going to be here next year, and as they should be.
Yeah.
And they're building something, and I think they have great.
It's more of a critical
pieces.
finger. Yep. It's a week by week critical finger.
That's exactly what it is.
They're learning as they go too, though, right? Yeah. Like he's a first year head coach. I don't know how long Max Simic's been an OC, but they're learning as they go.
Yeah.
I mean, he has been in BC's offense flying.
Yeah, he's about 4 years now as an OC. Something.
JC's this is his first year.
His first go as a DC.
Yep. So,
but all of them have been in the league for many years.
Yeah, they know. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's play a little whose line is it anyway? First game of the week. Calgary and Montreal in Montreal. What do you guys think the line is, and what do you think the over-under is?
Let's go Calgary, obviously. And I'm going to pretend like that Montreal game didn't happen 2 weeks ago. So let's go Calgary minus 6.5.
I'm going Montreal 3.5.
Wow, it's Calgary minus 1.5.
Wow.
And the over-under is 50.5. So where's your guys' money going? I love the over in that game.
I mean, if Montreal's going to win, it's probably on the over.
I'm taking the under. Vernon Adams hurt.
That's what I was going to say.
Montreal's defense.
Yeah,
I'm taking the under.
This just seems like a sloppy game that ends up like 35-30.
I think Montreal's D is going to shut them down.
I kind of like Montreal at plus 1.5 in this game.
Yeah, me too.
But I do like a sloppy over. And I know Montreal's defense has a lot of talent, but like, yeah, I don't know. I just like a sloppy over. What can I say? I don't need to explain myself.
No, that's
where you come out on this one, Rick?
Yeah, no, oh man, I think I just lean with Calgary. I think they just get it done when it needs to be done. And if Calgary is going to win it, it can definitely be on the under. I think if Montreal wins it, then it's definitely on the over.
Okay. Toronto and BC, this website doesn't have any betting lines for them, so can't play whose line is it anyway. Thanks, covers.com. If you guys had to set a line for this one, what would you guys set the line as, over, under, and spread?
BC by 5.
Yeah, I would give BC 4.5 in this one. I like BC by 4.5 in this one. Toronto's, I mean, they're not a good team, but they play hungry.
Yeah, BC's coming back around.
Yeah, I'd say BC 4.5, and I'd set the over under at 52.5. Seems like a good line.
That's nice.
Seems like a good line. Where would you set this one at, Rick?
Yeah, I think you guys are right around there. I mean, it's kind of crazy that I don't have the numbers out already. That's
sometimes.
I mean, to skew back to the old conversation about what they're doing, in order to make the NFL, it was gambling and fantasy football that really took that big step. So maybe the CFL is coming out with a bit of a gambling fantasy football angle to really take their own steps.
Yeah,
but you'd have to be a lot better than this. Yeah, no, I see BC pulling it off though, and yeah, you know what? Depending on what the number is, I could see it being over 52.
All right, Hamilton and Winnipeg. What do you guys think the line is?
Over under
in Winnipeg.
The under is 44.5.
Low. That's low. That's low CFL number.
This guy hates Chris Stroh.
And then in Winnipeg, you said?
Yeah.
Hamilton by 3.5.
Yeah, I'll take Hamilton by 3.5 there, and I don't see a whole bunch of points being scored in this game.
It's Hamilton by 1.5, and the over/under is 51.5. I love the under in this game.
Oh yeah,
I love the under. I would smash the under in this game. And I don't know. I kind of plus 1.5 is just too thin. Like it's just I hate lines like that, even though I know games do get decided by 1 point. But I think when it's that thin, my money line pick would be Hamilton. So I guess I'll take Hamilton at -1.5. But that's an under game for sure.
Yeah.
I love the under in that one. And final one of the week, Riders and Elks. What do you guys think the line is?
That's got to be Riders by 4.5.
7.5.
Rick, you were close. It's the Riders by 3.5.
Wow.
Yeah, Riders by 3.5. Off a bye over, which is another crazy. Little part to it. And the over under 54.5. If you guys were sharp bettors, where would the money go?
I'd hit the over.
Yeah, I'm probably going on the over there. We have nothing to lose.
I like the over as well, but you can't get to the over with conservative play calling.
No,
you got to be going for it.
You got to.
I think you'll see a little bit different this week. I think everybody knows
Jake Julian
the situation, and you'll see it.
Bring your switch to the sideline because we ain't gonna be using you in this one.
No need for you.
And I like Saskatchewan at -3.5 in that one, respectfully. Actually, no, fuck it. I like Edmonton at +3.5.
There it is.
Edmonton at +3.5 in the over. Okay, should we finish up with a little blind rankings?
Yeah, I think we could.
Wrapping it up here. Blind rankings for the boys.
Well, I have a thing, and it's usually going down to it's food. I think everyone's kind of noticed that by now.
For sure.
And so what are we gonna?
I love how you explain it to us every time. You're like, guys, it's food.
It's food.
I like food.
That's just kind of what gets me.
It's like, hey, Rick, man, it's cool. We didn't say you can't like it.
All right, but today we're gonna go with Blizzard flavors.
Oh wow!
All right, I'm not a big dessert guy, but ice cream is probably my go-to there. So we're gonna start off with probably my favorite. This would be my number one, and we're just going with the Oreo.
Such a classic. It's such a classic, but it's a little too simple for a guy, for a greedy motherfucker like me. I need I need a little more in there.
3.
Yeah, I'd 3 as well. I put it at 3.
Now we're going with the strawberry cheesecake.
That's just good. I'm messing with strawberry cheesecake heavy.
Me too.
I'm putting that number 2.
Yeah, me too.
Reese's.
See, this is the thing. I love Reese's. That would be my go-to, but I was hoping you were gonna say Reese's fill in with a little bit of this and that.
With the peanut butter.
Yeah,
yeah. The royal.
Real greedy shit.
Yeah, we're on the same level, bro.
I'll put it in. I'm gonna put it just Reese's.
Reese's.
I'll put it 4. Yeah.
4.
You should get Blizzard sometime, bro.
Then we're going cookie dough.
I'll put that at 1.
I'll put that at 5.
No, I'm not a big chocolate guy, so when everybody puts chocolate in there, I think they all kind of stand out the same to me. But let's swap up the chocolate this time and go with the score.
I do love scores. Well, I only have 5 open, so I got to put it at 5. I
I'll
do mess with. You know what? If I'm getting a McFlurry guy, I'm getting score. I'm getting McFlurry guy.
The thing about it, and you're going to pay an arm and a leg for this, but you get the extra toppings.
Yeah.
But if you pay your $8 for a medium, all of a sudden you're paying $14.
Yeah.
But that extra toppings is a game changer.
There you go.
No, it really is, dude. Blizzards are awesome, but you look at you're just eating poison.
Oh, it's crazy, bro. It's 1,000 calories.
Yeah,
per
dude.
medium.
One bite of a Blizzard
a
is
peanut butter parfait is 1,000, and
that's all those Starbucks drinks too, though, aren't they?
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
I remember there's Dunkin' Donuts has this frap drink. It's the large Oreo Frappuccino. It's 1,800 calories and 200 grams of sugar.
All the squirts, the pumps.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, those Americans are they love their sugar in their portion. So
they do.
Just take a look.
Easy to see.
All right. Hey, who won the Oilers and Flames games last night?
So I think we won the one in Calgary, but I think they may have won the one in Edmonton.
Okay.
Not 100%.
Nice little split. All right. All right. Anything else you guys want to add here? I think it would have been cool if we were shooting these at 3 p.m. instead of 9:30, so we could go over what the league announcement would have been. Obviously, we don't have that luxury, so pure speculation. I mean, next time we're gonna have a chance we'll probably get some reaction videos out on Twitter as well. I would think
for sure,
Instagram stuff like that. So we'll have a chance to do that. Stay posted on the Sports 1440 social media channels. We'll get some clips out regarding it there. Yeah. Anything else you guys want to finish with?
Oh, well,
this
good,
was a
man.
fun one today.
Yeah, no, this was good. Shout out Blizzard. Shout out the Elks. Shout out ElksNation. All right, we will talk to you guys next Sunday. Appreciate y'all. Love you guys.